Jed Coverness here from jedcoverness.com. I'm an exercise physiologist coming to you from Roseau, Minnesota. This is Talk Therapy, a tool that I use to get past my analytical mind and think out loud and put it all out there. Here we go. Today's weather, minus 13, really cold. And you'll see I'm going to put my sunglasses on because it is sunny. Usually when that sun is just so dang bright, it means it's so dang cold. But yeah, that's just how it works. So, here we go. No idea what I'm going to say. No idea what I'm going to do. No idea ever. Because I'm just in the moment, right? Like, just hanging out in the moment. That's the fun part. It's literally the fun part of what we got going on in life. So yeah, here we go. What is going on today in the world of I don't know. So many people are worried about so much shit, and I just don't know what we're worried about. Why be worried all the time? Maybe that's it. Why are we worrying so much all the time? Why not just settle down a little bit, world? We can't know what we can't know what the future is going to be. We can only dream it, right? Like, we can only dream it. What does that look like? Like, what does dreaming, like, I'm telling myself, I'm like asking myself this, like, what does dreaming look like for me? What does that look like? Well, that means my kids hanging out with us, you know. We don't have to frickin' just be so damn uptight about life, about the what ifs in life. Growing up, they could remember that we've done so many fun things, and it didn't have to be going anywhere or doing anything special. It just is just being fun and having fun. Like, what does that look like? I don't know. I like to play Battleship, right? Like, I'm really good at Battleship. Anybody, anytime, Battleship. Anybody remember Battleship? We have the automated version of that, and it's cool as shit. And I remember going to my friend's house, and they always played Battleship, and I played with them, but I never had Battleship at home. And man, I wanted Battleship. And so we bought it for Christmas for the family, and man, it was cool as shit. It's just cool. Like, you can give your coordinates, or you can go automatic, and there's already set plans, and it was neat. So, you know, that's what I would hope to be having the kids remember is having their memories be of good stuff. Yes, we're gonna have some bad shit happen, and you know, whatever, but I mean, so speaking of that, like, the bad shit, like, yesterday was one of those things. You know, my daughter, she's almost 10, right? What age do kids become when they can just fucking fend for themselves just a little bit? Not a lot, just a little. I mean, I know what age, right? Like, man, it just is frustrating. It's just frustrating because she couldn't participate in basketball practice because she was so hungry and her stomach hurt. When, you know, for the last week and a half, we've kind of battled the flu bug in our house. So, you know, she was so scared that she was going to throw up. Well, I can't chance that shit, right? I was so pissed. So I'm like, why does your stomach hurt? Well, I don't know. I'm really hungry. And then it's, I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to throw up. And I'm like, God damn it. Right? Like, ugh, fuck. So that just pisses me off because she needs to practice. We have a tournament this weekend. She needs to practice. So then that just tail spins really fast. And then we go into a worry, right? A worry state. Like, what if you don't do well this weekend because you didn't have enough practice? What if blah, 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 right? Like, as human beings, why do we do that to ourselves? Why couldn't I be compassionate, empathetic? Instead, I was a hard ass, being stern and short-tempered. So stupid. Why do that? What's that going to accomplish? Now, she has that memory of her dad being a coach and an asshole, right? Like, why would she ever want me as her coach? I don't know. And maybe she does still, or maybe she doesn't. It's just coach. I don't know. It just, when does that happen? When do we let our kids be kids? When do we coach our kids? And when do we, I don't know. That wasn't fun. I wanted to coach to have fun. And that wasn't fun. Then you go so many different directions in your head, and like, does she still want to play basketball because of me? Does she? I don't know. It just sucks, right? Like, being impatient. Like, you really try so damn hard to not be, and then you do. Really work on that. Really work on that. I do, and I want to, and I have, and then there's just shit that goes on in my head. I could care less on who was around because everybody was watching. Whatever. I don't give a shit about that. I really don't. What I give a shit is what Molly would think of me and how I handled that situation. What would I do different? I suppose I would bring granola bars with me, right? Have like a sports bag and always have food in it. Duh, right? Like, that's kind of a no-brainer. I didn't even think of that. I didn't even think of it. Huh. And that's what it is, being prepared for shit like that. I've never done it. I never played basketball. I was in wrestling where you didn't eat anyway. You worked through the pain. And I didn't start wrestling until 7th grade, so maybe some of that's it, right? Like, she's in 4th grade. So I don't know what 4th graders, how they handle that shit. What would I have done? But, my parents were never coaches for anything. Not to say that they didn't want to be or they couldn't have been. It's just they weren't. So, what do you do? So I can't even relate to that with my parents, and that's okay. But, yeah, anyway, thanks for listening to my rant and bullshit of shit-can parenting. I feel like I'm a good dad. I feel like I'm a good husband. There are days, right? We have days. And forgive yourself. That's what I'm telling myself. That's what I'm telling you. Just forgive yourself. Do better today. Do your best. Do the best that you can. Don't take it personally. And see what happens. Take responsibility for your bullshit and do better tomorrow. Do better next time. There you have it. Cobra Nation, I love you guys. Share this with someone who needs to hear it. And as always, if you're willing to change from the neck up, then you will change from the neck down. I believe in you. Now it's your turn to start believing in yourself. Stay safe out there. Be blessed. Bye for now.